Welcome to Reality Creator Radio. I'm Hermes, and today we're going to talk about healing remedies. Now, the Jedi and I, we're always sharing healing remedies, and it's really great. When you got 15 or 20 people sharing healing remedies, you can get an arsenal of stuff that you've never realized before. So let me share some of my healing remedies with you, and some of the stuff that we've picked up along the way from sharing with each of our Jedi. Now, first, a little backstory. My father, about a month ago, fell and fractured his shoulder in two places. Yeah, it was a mess. I mean, the whole shoulder turned purple and blue, and it swelled up like twice the size, all the way down to his hand and stuff. He got x-rays and shit, and so he's on therapy and that too. So we started with the healing stuff, okay? Not only healing work directly, we do healing work in the Jedis do healing work on each. We do healing work on each other when we need to, or family members. So we got that going. But my to grab healing stuff is called Woodlock. Now, Woodlock is it's a Chinese herb. You can get it on Amazon. It comes in a little bottle. It goes very far. And you put that on whatever it is that you want to heal, and it soaks in, and it has a very powerful smell. And so my dad does not like the smell of Woodlock, and Woodlock is like my go-to stuff for healing, but he won't put the stuff on. So Jedi and I have been working on some other healing stuff, and we've come up with something new, actually, which actually works pretty darn well. Called the DMSO. You can also get this on Amazon as well. And the other thing is Dit Da Jow. DITDAJOW. You can also get that on Amazon. And these healing herbs are the Dit Da Jow is again another Chinese herb, and the DMSO, I'm not exactly sure about the history of the DMSO, where that comes from. But anyway, what I do is I mix all three of these together, along with some Vicks, Vicks stuff, and rub his shoulder down, all the way down his arm and on his shoulder, and that's what we've been doing 3 times a day. And let me tell you, the tremendous amount of healing rate at which his arm is healing is unbelievable. I mean, it brought that purple and that swelling down really fast, and his movement is kind of increased a whole lot. And in fact, when he went to the doctor last and had an x-ray done, the doctor was kind of scratching his head saying, man, this is healing really, really good. I don't know what you're doing, but keep on doing it. So that's it. Jedis, we combine all these attributes. We combine the healing energy. We combine the natural herbs and remedies and things that are around that we can find for ourselves and use them. And that's what we do. Yeah, I mean, there's medicine also, but yeah, you know how medicine goes. Medicine doesn't actually heal anything. Medicine usually just covers everything up. But I mean, I'm not immune to having to take a Motrin every now and then. Anyway, I wanted to share the healing, the Dit Da Jow, the Woodlock, and the DMSO with you. And you might want to try those things out. Mix them together, put them on whatever ails you. They're not for open sores, although you can slap it on top of an open sore. It just burns like hell. I don't think anything's going to happen. You're not going to have a tree trunk growing out of your arm or anything like that, but it's not for drinking or internal use or anything like that. Although I don't know about the DMSO. I think you can use that internally. I think one of the Jedi was using it on a toothache. For the mouth, I like clove oil. I find that's very good, especially for gums and stuff, though it burns like hell. What I do sometimes is, if there's a specific spot, I'll rub the clove oil on there. But if I want to give the whole mouth a nice fresh clearing, I'll take a little of the clove oil, put it on a toothbrush, and rub it around inside my mouth. And I'm you gotta have some. You gotta hold your breath when you do that, because oh my gosh, it burns. But it does do a great job inside your mouth, clearing out all of that crap that's in there. It's not something you have to do all the time, but if you're looking to control your gums and keep them in order, then clove oil does the trick. What are the miracle products that we have? Hina, she is our seed expert. She heals by using seeds in foods and things like that. And one of the things that she talks about is black seeds, cumin, and I find this is a very potent internal healer. If you can get the raw seeds, you can mix the seeds in with some of your stuff. I like to put the seeds in with my bean burgers that I make every now and then. Seeds, you have to be a little careful with how much you use. But the oil is quite safe. The black seed oil that comes in capsules, I will make sure I take one of those a day. And for healing yourself, that is probably one of the best things that you can do. I mean, it's terrific for the macular degeneration in the eye and eye pressure. It's good for, the claims on black seed oil is that it cures everything except death. Go take that for what it is, and that's something else that you might want to try. Now, another thing that I take is colloidal silver, and I do that. The colloidal silver is for infections. It's also for COVID. I'm not going to say that too loud. It's antiviral, anti-infection. I've used it to clear up my sinuses and friends and family's sinuses, sinus infections. Yeah, like I said, I have allergies, so sometimes I would get sinus infections. So since I've been on the colloidal silver for now, it's like over 6 years, I haven't had any sinus infections anymore. So all the infections in my body have disappeared since I'm on like a maintenance dose of colloidal silver. And I mean, that has regrouped. I've regained a tremendous amount of reality creating power in my body because it's not fighting every little thing in creation anymore. So colloidal silver might be something else for a remedy that you might want to be looking towards or look up online. Let's see. Let's circle back to seeds a little bit because there's a couple seeds that Hina always recommends. One is fenugreek seeds, and that's a pretty good seed for healing as well, and sesame seeds. I love sesame seeds. I used to just eat them out of the bag. But you do have to be careful with sesame seeds. They can put on a lot of weight if you start eating them out of the bag. But the good thing about seeds is you don't actually need to consume a lot of them in order to see the results from them. So a little bit of sesame seeds, a little bit of fennel seed, fenugreek, and the black seed oil. And hey, man, you got some potent healing stuff going on in your life. So let's see. We've covered the topical stuff. We've covered the internal stuff. We haven't actually talked too much about healing energies and things like that. I mean, whenever I rub the healing stuff on, and when Hina cooks her food, she will put her healing energies in there. And when I'm rub this stuff on my father or on myself, I'm actually just working my healing energy in there. There's an energy ball exercise on the website, reality creation technique. This is a very important technique, okay? It teaches you how to pull energy out of your hands and direct it. And so healing yourself or others begins with the energy ball technique, believe it or not, because once you're able to throw energy between your hands, you now can apply it to healing yourself and others. And it's an easy exercise to do and practice. And over time, in a very short time, actually, you will start to feel the energy between your hands. And as you practice this more and more, the palms of your hands and the fingers of your hands will become more reactive to energy, and it will get stronger and stronger. If you want to begin energy healing, this is the way to do it. My energy ball routine. So I'll add a link down there for that exercise for you guys as well. And I think that's going to complete my healing remedies talk. I covered a lot of stuff in a short period of time. No doubt you're going to have to re-listen to it, a few things. I tried to cram a whole bunch of shit in one little show for you guys. Good luck pulling all that crap out. Hermes, this is Reality Creative Radio, and I will talk to you again soon.